In this video, I swim out to a shipwreck from the shore of Port Elizabeth, South Africa. I spear an amazing tagged galjoen and we later get the results of the tagging. That is not all, and in this video I will also spear a beautiful BAARDMAN and a sole. Perhaps subscribe so you don't miss episode 2 of these PE adventures dropping next week, where I spear a grunter, almost get stabbed by a stingray, touch a shark and climb some structure. But for now, let's just get straight into the video.
5:30 in the morning. We're about to go for a dive on the wild side.
So we get out to the shipwreck and the water is crystal clear. I spot a school of galjoen on the wreck, so I decide to make a dive down. My GoPro angle is tilted a little bit low, I'm sorry about that, but there's galjoen all around me and I choose out a nice one. I get my spear into the fish, but I'm not sure how good the shot is or if it's even through, so I try and play it very lightly, but it almost swims into the structure. Luckily, I am then able to get it into my hands, and that is when I realize that there is a tag in the galjoen. I was so happy with this beautiful galjoen, and it was taken exactly 3 days before the season closed for the year. I then also just had some special encounters, like seeing this juvenile copper steenbras, which is pretty rare for the area. An entire school of dolphins then come past me and I have this beautiful encounter. I also see this parrotfish, which is a fish above. I see the shark swim below me. And this young Yellowbelly Rockcod in its hole. And here I was doing a long dive on the bottom, and after a long while I saw a massive Miss Lucy approaching me from afar. I tried to lie as still as possible, but the Miss Lucy just stopped too far away. That massive whitehead just did not come closer and I had to go breathe. My dad turned out to have been right above the Miss Lucy, and he saw me lying, holding my breath for very long, looking at something, and he couldn't understand what it was until he looked straight down. He then tried to do a dive down, but he had gotten too excited seeing that big fish.
Het jy die Miss Lucy gesien? Ja. Want ek was op die water en ek lê. Ek het 'n lang duik gedoen, hè. Lank. En toe daar in die vaarte. Wit kop, rooi lyf. Hy kom head on, hè. Maar hy draai te ver.
Ja, ek het gesien. Ek het nou te excited gewees.
Was jy?
Ja, so boesie. Ek het nog nie op die water gesien nie. Ek het nooit verhoor gesien.
When exiting though, we missed the safe gully and we landed in some big surf. then after fighting with the waves for a while, we finally made it back to shore safely.
Can I go for it? Sure.
So I got this very nice galjoen on the wild side today. After I speared it and got it in my hands, I realized that this galjoen had a tag in it, something that this project that people are doing to keep track of where fish move after how much time and how much they grow in what time. So I'm going to take out this tag and send this number to the people at ORI, and I'm gonna see who caught this galjoen and tagged it before me, how long ago it was, and where it was, and how big it was. What's up everyone? So it's probably exactly 3 weeks since I've speared that galjoen now, and the results of the tag has just come in. I'm pulling it up. Ooh, dang. Well, this is pretty amazing. So this fish was first tagged 7 June 2021, and I speared it 12 October 2024. So that's about 3.4 years ago. Okay, so without going on in the video, I want you to comment right now how far you think the fish traveled from its first tagging spot and how much you think it grew in the 3.4 years. So here are the results. In 3.4 years, the fish moved from Hayes Clip all the way to Port Elizabeth, a total of 107 kilometers, and it grew a total of 12 centimeters. Which is pretty sad if you think about it, because it means they were very slow growing, but by killing this fish, I definitely helped some research on galjoen, so I'm very glad that I did so, and I hope you found this as interesting as I did. And now that our time on the wild side of Port Elizabeth is done, I hope you enjoyed that, by the way. We are going to move into the bay now with some video clips of a dive about a year ago in the bay. Watching these back, I must say I'm very surprised at how long my breath hold actually was back then. Like, not as long as now, but longer than I would have thought. And I'm surprised I didn't shoot more big fish back then. Here I have a clip of my best friend Josh spearing a galjoen that day, and since then he's improved quite a lot. He speared this very nice yellowbelly recently, and he's going to spear some nice fish in the future. It was a good fish stretching over the very long 60 centimeter size limit. And then we get back to the dive and boom, I have a BAARDMAN in my hands. I actually speared it and then only switched on my GoPro, unfortunately. It was a decent BAARDMAN though, and I was very happy with my catch. It was gonna taste so good.
Put on your own, boy.
I have this joke with Joshua. I'm always hanging fish on his buoy, so he has to swim it around. So obviously after him saying that, I just had to go put it on his buoy. And then here on the buoy, you can really see the size of it. It's not too bad. And then doing another dive on the spot, a really good fish swims up to me. So I left this BAARDMAN and instead swam up to see if I can find Josh to get a shot at it. But as these things work, the BAARDMAN obviously swam away. But it was such a beautiful sighting and I'm so glad I experienced that. And then I find this sole hiding in the sand and I don't even pull the trigger on it. They are very hard to find when they're in the sand like this. They camouflage and they are very tasty. I always take one if I see one. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a very fun one to make. Please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss other videos like this. And I'll check you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.